Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial on understanding the main function in Python. If you have ever wondered why some Python scripts include a main block or how to structure your code like a pro, you are in the right place. By the end of this video, you will know what the main function is, why it's useful, and how to use it in your projects. Let's dive in. The main function is actually an entry point of a program, the place where execution starts. In many programming languages like C or Java, the main function is the entry point of a program. Python does not require a main function because it executes scripts top to bottom, but we can create our main function to organize our code better. Also, main functions can handle command line arguments. We will see that in detail in the next sections. Let's get started by a code example. Let's define a simple main function. So let's type the main column prints hello from main. After that, you will use a special block. In Python, the main function is a convention. It's a function you define to act as the starting point for your program's logic. By pairing it with the if double underscores name double underscores again equals double quotes double underscores main double underscores. After that, followed by a colon, certainly. After this, you will call the function you want to define as the main. So I will call my main function. If you define a function like add or subtract, you will call by its name. So you can change it anytime you want. Now let's run this example. So be careful here. When I run my program, it automatically calls main function. We will break this down further, but first, let's understand why this structure is useful. Here are the three key reasons. First, a main function groups your program's primary logic in one place, making it easier to read and maintain. Instead of scattering code throughout the script, you centralize it. Second, if you write functions in your script, you might want to import them into another script. So this increases reusability, and without a main function and the if name block, all your script's code would run when imported, which is often undesirable. It also helps in clarity. It signals to other developers that this is the entry point of your program, following a standard convention. To illustrate that, let's call our script from another file. Imagine we have a script that has addition function which is named utils underscore math.py. Let's create it. Let's define a function name def at a b and it will return a plus b, and let's print this will run automatically and result equals at 3 and 5. Also print result. This is our file. We will save it, but we will save as utils math.py. So it's okay. Now let's create another file. And in this file, we will import the model and call a function from it. And in this file, we will import the model and we will see it prints the result automatically without main function. So let's say import utils math, and let's run this script. But first, let's save it as main.py, and let's run it. it outputs this will run automatically, and on the next line it outputs 8. So we are right about our assumption. Now let's define a main block. Remember it, if double underscores name double underscores equals double underscores main double underscores followed by colon, and let's create an indentation and remove these lines. It will look better, I think. Okay. And save it by either Control plus S or using the floppy disk icon. Now let's run this again. So it says nothing. If I try to use add function here, so let's call it utils math dot. As you can see, these are the related things at 5, 10. And if we try to print it, it says it's 15. So we can safely import and use our library now thanks to main function. You will see modules in detail in future videos, but this is just an example. But what if your program needs to accept input from the command line, like a file name or a number? Using Python, you can pass parameters to the main function and handle command line arguments using sys.argv, written like this, sys.argv, or Argparse model. So you can use one of these, and let's explore both approaches and see how they work with if name main block, which by the way we pronounce as if double underscore name double underscore equals main, or simply if name equals main for short. So let's start with sys.argv. Sys.argv list contains command line arguments passed to a Python script. The first item sys.argv 0 at 0 is the script's name, and subsequent items are the arguments. Here's an example. Let's type import sys def main arguments print f script name args at 0 if length of args greater than 1, so it has some arguments, print a formatted string like arguments received args 1, and things after 1. So all of the list, and close curly braces here. Let's move to the next line and write as clause else print no additional parameters or no additional arguments. If name equals main sys dot argv. So we are done. Let's print it. So main.py, and with its location, of course, no additional arguments. So click on run, click on configuration per file, extend this custom configuration menu, and in command line options write hello space world. So click OK, and now rerun file, and you can see arguments received hello world. Normally, if you are working in console, you can simply write Python. Let's say your file's name is main.py, hello world, same thing. Let's proceed with Argparse. Python's Argparse module is the standard way to handle command line arguments. It lets you define arguments, add help messages, and validate inputs automatically. Here's a practical example. So let's import Argparse. and define a main function named main again, and args as the parameter. Let's write main function that process parsed comment line arguments. Print f calculating the square of args dot number. So it will calculate the square of the number given as input to it. Result equals args dot number to the power of 2. Print f. The result is result. If name equals double quotes main parser equals argparse dot argument parser. Let's create a parser here and say description equals calculate the square. Parser dot add argument. We will use this function to add argument to it. Number. You will write hyphens, double hyphens like this for defining arguments. Type equals float, so we will get float numbers. Required true. Yes, it's required. You have to pass this parameter or argument. Help the number to square. Args equals parser dot parse args. So it will start to parse args. And send these arguments to main and pass this to main. We import Argparse and create an argument parser object with a description for the help message. Here, as you can see, we add an argument called number. So its type is float and it's required. After that, parser.parseArgs processes the command line input and returns an object with the parsed arguments. We pass this args object to the main function finally. The if name equals main block ties it all together here. We have seen how to add parameters to Spider. You will add using the configuration per file option, and this time you will write double hyphens number 5. So if we run it, it will say the result is 25, as you can see here. And that's it. You now know how to use the main function in Python to write clean, organized, and reusable code. The main function structures your program, and if name main block ensures it runs only when intended. Try writing your own script with a main function, try to send it arguments, and build your program. Please let us know in the comments if you experience any issues. Do not forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed.